Hello Aquarius, Aquarius Rising, and Aquarius Moon people. This is your weekly astrological and card horoscope for the week starting November 6th, year 2017. And of course, remember guys, if you ever want to get a session with me, you do need to go to my website, integrativemysticism.com. So what is going on with your astrology this week, Aquarius? Well, on Thursday, we've got the Sun in Scorpio in your 10th house of career, forming a lovely sextile to Pluto, currently in your 12th house, so you're past your privacy and your hidden zone. And it looks like an old rule, or an old policy, or some kind of old norm that you miss when it comes to the job, whether it was the way things were handled in the work atmosphere, old requirements, or perhaps some kind of old setup that you miss at the job that made things a lot easier for you and everyone involved, is going to be put back on the table. I don't know why they're fighting right now. It was like snowing earlier, so they're a little bit, weird. So anyway, plus I'm getting ready to move, so they're a little bit antsy. Anyway, with the Sun sextile Pluto, typically we again see something, an old way of being that was actually better than the change that was already implemented coming back. This could also indicate an opportunity to work with or for a former employer or a boss that you much prefer to the one you have presently. On Saturday, we've got Saturn in Sagittarius in your 11th house of friendships and social networking, forming a lovely trine to Uranus, currently in your 3rd house of pacts, promises, and communications. And what tends to happen with Saturn trine to Uranus is that we see order being brought to chaos. And this looks like it's happening in your social life. When we have this happen, if there has been some kind of promise or some kind of arrangement or pact that you and a friend were intended to keep, that nobody has been able to do their part on, or maybe just one person, I don't know look at your chart right now. The thing is that Saturn will make good on this, and this could actually be great for everybody concerned. Maybe this is something we wanted to do for a long time, it just never got on track, it just never got off on the right foot. This could be something that you and a partner have been trying to do for some time, or again, this may be something that you and a partner have promised to do for one another, with one another, and it just keeps getting put back due to, again, external forces sort of, putting in their energy instead. Luckily, with Saturn trine to Uranus, again, we're removing X factors this week, and again, people will be making good on those pacts. So what's going on with your cards this week? Well, for your spiritual advice, we do have the card of the Minstrel in the Madame and Dora Fortune cards. And the Minstrel is basically saying at the very bottom here, let your intentions be known. And it's an advocacy for transparency in your life, Aquarius. Learning and making sure that we are foolproofing our words is so important. Because sometimes we do just assume that people know what our intentions are. Or we, sometimes test the loyalty or the closeness or the investment of a person's emotional ties to us by how well they can guess what's in our heads. Never do that, by the way. But the Minstrel card is saying that, this week it may be important to do some clarifying or to be crystal clear. Again, foolproof your words. Because if you do let those intentions be known, you may actually find out that you are getting to the head of a line on somebody else's priority list. If a person is not going to guess or play a guessing game, and they shouldn't have to, it may actually prove to be to your advantage to actually let them know what your intentions are, the time you're spending with them, what's going on there. If they don't know, they may not consider. And this is definitely the week where we want to, again, foolproof our words. For your Earth sector, when it comes to your work and finances, we do have the Justice card upright. Again, some kind of major decision or agreement being made in your favor. The Justice card is one of the very few cards in the 78-card tarot deck that does talk about a straight yes or no answer. And with the Justice card upright, we're definitely looking at a yes. Whether it's a yes towards maybe an application or something that you filed, a request, a special favor. This is definitely the week where we start to get those answers, those things working out for us. This can also be a great equalizer with the Justice card upright. You may be finding out that there is something that you are owed, some kind of compensation, something again being made in your favor, a decision being made in your favor, or somebody writing something where, maybe you have been wronged. Either way, this week, financially and work-wise, it's getting off on a great foot. For your communications with air, when it comes to your friends, your relatives, and the others in your life, we do have the Seven of Pentacles upright. And it does look like, with the Seven of Pentacles, This week you're noticing a bit of a hold-up or a bit of a distance. The Seven of Pentacles can talk about something being put on hold with a friend or a relative. Whether this was, again, something that you have been trying to get in motion with him or her. Maybe, again, this is a trip. Maybe this is a party. This is some kind of engagement the two of you have already made plans for. And the Seven of Pentacles says there may be news of some kind of delay around this event or this affair because reasons. And with the Seven of Pentacles, it tends to say it's a good idea to put this off anyhow. If we have this, if we have a chance to put it off, putting it off for another week or another 2 weeks may actually be for the best interest of all concerned. Because the Seven of Pentacles can also say, yeah, you could have it now, or you could have better later. Better later may be worth it. For your challenge this week with fire, we do have the Four of Swords upright. And the Four of Swords can indicate taking space for yourself as your big challenge. Alright, rest, recharging your batteries, making sure that we're not constantly crowded with people, with friends, boyfriends, girlfriends, kids, all of those kinds of things, jobs, phones ringing off the hook. Because the Four of Swords can indicate, especially as a challenge, a need for that pause. Even if you are not in a place where you want to take your head out of the game, where you are like, absolutely not, I do not want to quit, I do not want to stop, I don't want to take my time, I'm really not in the mood, I have to pull an all-nighter yet again. Please do not do that. The challenge of the Four of Swords is also saying letting things mature on their own for a minute might be a good idea. The break you take may just be the break that another person needs to do what you want. For your emotions with water and your romantic life, we do have the Ten of Pentacles upright, so it looks like we don't need a break from love, because everything's going great with love there. In fact, the Ten of Pentacles can indicate really, really good news, especially when it comes to love, coming into the neighborhood for a lot of you. I've always found this card to be one of the clues, when I'm doing readings. It's like, okay, is this person, we say coming into the neighborhood. You may be finding love in, again, either close to home or close to work. And usually with the Ten of Pentacles, it can be one or the other. The Ten of Pentacles also talks about the opportunity for longevity with this person. Pentacles always talk about the focus on the long term, which is always good. The interesting thing about the Ten of Pentacles, though, is you may actually also notice this person's got a lot of practical elements of their life already in order. For those of you who are currently coupled, the Ten of Pentacles upright does indicate, again, a shift with your partner or with your spouse may actually bring them, again, around home more often, or even around your work more often. You may be actually noticing greater availability with him or her, but also at the same time possibly some kind of financial good fortune coming his or her way. Not only something that they can share with you in terms of, the financials, in terms of the material good fortune, but again, the extra time that they will be able to continue to share with you for quite some time. So that is your horoscope. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And of course, if you ever want a session with me, you can always follow the links below, or go to integrativemysticism.com.